everyone, it's Melanie here with Vintage Hill Studio. I'm so excited to share this project with you this week. I'm going to be using this vintage 1962 Halloween costume pattern. It's by McCalls. Look how adorable this is. Now it's in pretty bad shape. And somebody has used tape along the edges to keep things together. There's a few notes written here on the back, but copyright 1962, so super cool. And I want to show you what I'm going to do with this pattern. So you've got the little booklet in here and the tissue, the pattern tissue, and this booklet has really cool stuff too. So I'm going to incorporate that on the front of my card, but first I need to cut this apart to see what I'm working with here. So I'm just going around the edges. You can see this is in a pretty bad shape, rather brittle. I'd like to make a 5x7 inch card this week, and I've got to figure out how to do that because these figures are too tall for that. So I am going to cut out this little witch costume first, and then I'm going to try to save the other parts as well. The other three costumes. There's an angel, a fairy, and a princess. Now this one has tape over her face, and I tried to remove that tape and it's pulling off the actual art behind it, so I won't be able to use that little fairy there. Or an angel. I guess she's an angel. Anyway, I'm going to cut up some of this ephemera. I'm sorry if some of it's off camera, but I'm trying to cut into this and just save some pieces and parts in case I need them to fill in parts of my card. So I've got a lot of cool stuff going on there. I just love this little pattern. This is going to be so cool for a Halloween card. Now you can see they're going to fit on that 5x7 inch card base, and I'm going to back it with parts from this booklet, and there's so many good things to choose from. I just want to see what would be least distracting but also interesting as a background, so I just move stuff around. I'm going to cut this out just a little bit, like an eighth of an inch smaller than the front of my card. So I've got a 1/8 inch border there in just the ivory color, and I've glued that down with a glue stick. That allows me to kind of make adjustments if I need to. I'll bring my brayer over to really get that adhered down on the card front, and I'll be ready to move on here to see how to put these little characters in place. Now you can see the little wedding girl here on the left. Her dress is a little bit messed up because I had to cut her away from the witch outfit, and the witch is in the forefront, so I'm going to keep her there as I add these back into my card. Now I was also trying to keep some of that print along that booklet legible, like at the top where it says McCall's cut. That little area right there. I want to keep that, so you can read it. And also some of the parts at the bottom here where it says like the witch costume. And I thought it would look, I didn't want to cut any more off that little princess costume, so I'm going to move her up just a bit. And actually her head fits in really well between the word guide and the actual pattern number. So she's going to live right here. And you can see that once you have this stuff cut out, it's going to go together really quickly. Okay, that witch is just perfect there, and it also covers up the cut up wedding dress on the left. And because she's going to go over the princess with that little blue dress, I'm going to bring over my little razor here. It's like a pin. And I can cut very fine detail. Now I have to be careful because, again, this is a brittle paper pattern. The jacket is really brittle, so I'm trying to be as careful as possible. Yes, that looks better with the blue coming through the witch's outfit. So I'll just finish up here with some detailed work. This little razor pin is Westcott. I think I picked it up in the sewing section at a Walmart. It does a wonderful job. It's a very, very fine razor edge, and it's great for working on little details. But now watch how this is going to look when I put it back over the princess's blue dress. I just think it looks a lot better that way. So here we go. Isn't she adorable? I mean, look at the little pumpkin on her hat and everything. I love it. Love, love, love it. Some of her broom color came off with some tape as well, but I can fix that in a little bit with some ink. Okay, so now you can still get the gist of what that says up top and read about the witch costume below her feet, and I'm loving it. Okay, I'm going to bring over some of this ephemera from other pieces and parts of that pattern and just fill in along the bottom where it's a little blank. I love that. I've already got McCalls at the top and the pattern number, so I don't need to use that again. So I went back to that booklet and cut out just a little bit more text. Print it in the USA. Yay, USA! And then here's where I bring over the distress ink and try to blend this in. Now, I should have probably done this before I glued it to the front, but I didn't because I thought, well, it's going to look okay because it's on that ivory cardstock. But in retrospect, I like to blend it in better, and that's okay. But now I've got a dark area around it, so I'm just going to go along the whole bottom with the same ink and kind of blend up towards each one of those characters just to give a little uniformity there. And that is the end. That's it. Look at this card. Is it not adorable? I love it so much. And then I just used part of that booklet on the left-hand side and stamped Trick or Treat on some of the same paper to finish up my card. Hey, thank you so much for dropping by today. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know there's a lot of talented seamstresses out there. Happy crafting to you as well. I'd love to have you as a subscriber and hear some of your comments. Happy crafting, everyone!